day to each and everyone, and especially to our instructor, Ma'am Juliet Talabing. Good day. Before we formally start our topic for today, let me introduce myself first. I am Marshina S. Batak, and I am your topic presenter for this presentation. Now, my topic is the continuation of the report of Miss Jilly Liga's topic, which is the perspective on the nature of writing and writing instruction. Since we all know what our topic is all about, now let's discuss this. With this process in mind, we need to remind our student that effective writing considers the subject, the audience, and also the purpose in order to put the message across. It is according to Langan 2008. So, this passage discusses the key concept of effective writing and the concept of the student learning. Also, it is emphasizing the importance of considering the subject, the audience, and also the purpose. It is also touches on the mechanics of writing that we will discuss later on. And then, particularly for the second and also it highlights the differences between the meaning-based and the sound-based writing system. Now, let's talk about the effective writing. There are three effective writing. There are the subject, the purpose, and the audience. Now, let's talk about the first effective writing, which is the subject. So, this is the idea that we want to talk or write about. So, we cannot produce anything if our knowledge is limited. So, we have a considerable collection of idea in order to carry out a discussion intellectually. So, ineffective writing begins with a defined subject, which is the central idea the writer wants to explore. So, this to discuss a topic meaningfully. So, a writer must possesses a deep understanding of it. So, this understanding cultivated through active engagement with information, with also reading extensively, so observing the world and listen attentively. So a well-rounded knowledge base acts as a wellspring of ideas for the writers. So the second effective writing is the purpose. So influential writers purposely utilize their extensive collection of ideas. They may inform their readers about the latest facts, convince or persuade them to embrace a new concept or technology. So, or humor them with entertaining stories. So, the purpose behind writing, it is serves as a guiding star for organization, style, and the language choices. So, the writers may aim to inform, to persuade, to entertain, and to persuade their audiences. So the clear definition of purpose helps structuring the content. So it is deciding the length and style of writing. Also, it is ensuring that the message is effectively communicated. So the last one of the effective writing that we will discuss is the audience. So a writer always have an audience in mind. So in the school setup, the audience can be the teachers like us who reads the grades, the writing output, or the fellow students who shares the same passion on the chosen subject. So, the audience, it is understanding the audience as crucial as it influence the writer's tone, the language, and also the structure. So, in the academic settings, the primary audience is often the teachers, but the fellow students may also be considered. So, the writers must be aware the audience demographic factors like their age, the passion, the cultural backgrounds, and also their genders, as this can significantly affect how the message is framed. So the next one is in academic setting, our subject or topic is most often predefined by the teachers or by the discipline we are taking up. So our purpose most often revolve around informing, arguing, or persuading. So our primary audience is your teachers or our teachers. So Pritchard and Honeycutt 2007 page 33 have this to say about the process approach. So in this process that you have seen, it outlines that writing is either purely or a product nor a process, but also it involves elements of both. So it emphasizes a recursive nature of writing, where the students engage in feedback and revision cycles that mirror professional writing practices. So from the quote Pritchard and Honeycutt 2007, it underscores the beliefs that effective writing is developed through iterative processes like drafting, revising, seeking feedbacks, and editing. So, our next topic is all about the mechanics of writing. So, writing in the second language begins in understanding the writing system and the mechanics of writing. So, for our learners who may have to negotiate between their mother tongue, which is not necessarily the Filipino and English as their second language. So, this is requisite in learning to write can be also doubting. So according to Austin 2014, he listed the following mechanics of writing. So the mechanics of writing, it is refers to the foundational skills necessary for producing written language. So especially for learners writing in a second language. So Austin 2014 identifies the key mechanics including the letter recognition, letter discrimination, sound to letter correspondence, word recognition, and lastly, the basic rule of spelling. Since you all know the five mechanics of writing, now let's discuss the letter recognition. So in letter recognition, it is the ability to distinguish a letter from the other letters in the alphabet. And it is a foundation in learning to read and write the language. So in the letter recognition, it is the ability to identify the letters as distinct symbols, which is the foundational for reading and writing. So the second one is the letter discrimination. So in the letter discrimination, it is the ability to distinguish similar looking letters like B and D or letters F and T. So the letter discrimination, it is the ability to recognizing the differences between similar looking letters like B and D to avoid confusion in writing. Now let's tackle the fourth one, word recognition. So the complex sound to letter correspondence often results in the learner's problem in word recognition, which is the ability to quickly identify and read the written word. So the word recognition, it is the ability to quickly recognize the written words, which is greatly influenced by mastery of sound to letter correspondence. Now we're heading to the last of the mechanics of writing, which is the basic rules of spelling. So, an effective writer demonstrates fluency in spelling, but to some of our learners, this could be the tedious task, especially if they have not mastered the first four of these mechanics. So the basic rules of spelling, it is the mastering spelling is crucial for fluency in writing. Yet this can be laborious for learners who haven't fully grasped preceding mechanics. Aside from understanding the complex mechanics of writing, our target language, we also need to learn the writing system itself, which, according to Olsen 2014, can be classified as either meaning-based or sound-based writing system. So in writing system, additionally the passage distinguishes between two types of writing system, which are the meaning-based system and the sound-based system writing. So in the meaning-based system can be explicitfied by the Chinese and the Japanese kanji, where graphic character represents real-world meaning, while the sound-based system, like the English language, uses the alphabet where the symbols represents a sound. So, the meaning-based writing system, such as Chinese and Japanese kanji, where characters represent a meaning or a concept, while the sound-based writing system, it is like in English, where symbols corresponds to sounds rather than concrete meaning. So understanding the directionally of writing from right to left, left to right, or vertical, it is also essential for language learners as it affects how they learn to read and write in that particular language. So in conclusion of the overall topic, the passage presents a comprehensive overview of the fundamental aspects of writing, mechanics involved, and challenges faced by the second language writers or the learners. It underscores the importance of various elements in effective writing, suggesting the approach to teaching writing should compass both the product and process perspectives to foster greater fluency and understanding among learners. And that's the end of my presentation, and thank you.